So what is up, guys and girls? I'm coming to you today from my basement, my humble abode, and I'm here with the Spark CycleWorks Bandit. What are we going to do today? We're going to add a second battery. You and me. Let's get into this. What we're going to need is going to be a 4mm Allen. For these guys over here, there are 5 Allens that need to come out. Okay, so if you are new to doing something like this, as I am, just take extreme caution while handling the components. You don't want to unplug anything. It's important to make sure that she is off. All right, just a brief overview. There are going to be a set of plates that are going to mount on this area right here. This is the plate, this is the bottom plate. These 2 holes over here, that is where the seat attaches. We're gonna remove the whole seat, taking these 6, and I'm hoping they're 10mm. Yep, I can do it with a 10. And then once the plate is mounted, we will run the wires somewhere along the same line as the existing wiring to end up inside here and install our battery blender. All right, so let's start to take the seat out, shall we? I don't think I need the extension, so that's coming off. There are 6 10mm bolts that are gonna come off. This first one looks like it holds the horn in place. So I don't know what washers are going to be here. So be very gentle upon removing. And there are a lock washer and a regular washer holding that on. So keep them someplace safe where they won't be lost during the installation. Again, keep them safe. When they fall like that, they bounce and they end up halfway across the room. That we don't want. Maybe this one I'll use the extension. Maybe for the last 2, I will use the extension. And just like that, she comes off. All right, next is the battery and the plate. So what we're gonna do right now is mount the plate. We need to line up these holes by the seat bracket, and the wiring is in front of the mounting holes. So she'll go in here. And it should sit something like that when we're done. Okay, underneath it, is a bracket like this, which is wider at one end than on the other, just like the frame. So the narrower end will go here and the wider end will go towards the back. And this should sandwich the bracket to the frame. It should go on something like that. So you have the top mounting bracket, the bottom mounting bracket, one washer, and a nylon nut, a lock nut. And on the top, we have an Allen. I'm hoping it's 4mm. And it is. So we are good to tighten. That's what we'll do now. She's snug. And let's go get the seat. Let's get the seat in. And the front two bolts will go into there. All right, let's get the first one in. First one's on. And we will go down the line from here. And we have just one more to go. All right, now just like that, we're finished. Now let's ride. Only kidding. All right, let me just give you a better look at the the bolts, the nuts, the top end. Didn't tighten this down too much. All right, so now I'm just gonna tighten each of these bolts just a little bit, make it more snug before I try battery placement. Oh, I didn't mention this also, but I'm putting a little bit of pressure down on the seat as I tighten each nut. All right, let's test fit this battery. All right, she fits. And she's looking good. She's looking better than before. Look at her. She's ready to cruise. All right, let's lock her in place and continue our installation. After you determine that the battery can be mounted and dismounted, it's time to move on. What we're gonna do next is just tighten up all the bolts and then proceed with the wiring. Your kit should have included zip ties, which we'll be using now. And this right here, my friends, is where the magic happens. Okay, so there is a gap between the seat and the frame, and the wire is going over the frame. So it's sandwiched in between the seat and the frame, and then we will proceed to go down. And I use my first zip tie right there to secure the wire against the frame. Okay, so we will continue to go down and probably follow the existing wiring all the way down the frame and into this compartment that holds the controller. And just like that, she is through. Okay, so right now I am not securing it with zip ties, but I do want to show you how it came in. Okay, so now we will use the battery blender and make that connection. It's not labeled in, out, but there are female and male, so this is pretty much only one way that you can connect this thing. I want to be 100% sure before I make any connections. All right, so I am going to call back up Mike and see what he has to say.
Reach has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet.
And he
Please
sent me
try your
2
call again
voicemail.
later.
So I will text him. I said, call me. He says, who are you? I said, I'm adding the battery blender. And then I said, Fabio. I went home with you last night. Forget me already? He said, I don't know a Fabio. I said, you tasted my goodness. Laughing my fucking ass off. And now he's not replying. So I texted, call me, fucker. Yo, it's me, Fabio.
The most confusing person ever.
Yo, how come I can't hear you on speaker? Hold on a second. Don't hang up. What the frick? Hello? Okay, I got it. Yeah, I can only hold it up to my I'm doing a video right now. I'm adding the battery blender, and I was trying to text you, and you said, who is this? So I said, let me fuck with him on video. And I said I was Fabio, and you're like, I don't know a Fabio. So then I went through this.
Who is this?
You don't see my name? You don't have me stored?
On your phone?
Yeah, I texted you.
You definitely texted the wrong person, bro.
You kidding me, bro?
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
I don't know why I'm not saying who is this. I have your number.
Yo, it says Michael Rios, aka Backup Mike. Yes. Did you change your number?
What's the number?
Well, hold on, because I'm recording right now.
I've had the same number for like 10 years.
914 area code?
914?
Yeah.
Hell no.
No wonder he stopped texting me. I said,
Yeah.
you tasted my goodness last night.
914? Tell me the rest of the number. I might know them. Bro, that is so far off from my number. I don't know who the hell that is.
Yo, how I have you stored here as Backup Mike.
Oh my god. So you recorded all that?
Yeah.
Good. The world needs to know.
All right, so let's forget that ever happened. I don't know. We might have to edit that part out.
Oh my, no, you gotta leave that in.
Uh-oh. All right, let's see how I can explain it in the video. If it comes across funny, yeah, no problem.
Sure.
All right, so check this out. I have the battery blender. I mounted the top and bottom plates, took the seat off, connected the battery. She's on there good. Now I'm running the wire. I got the wire inside the compartment for the controller, and there are, I guess, 4 connections to the battery blender, but it's not labeled. So
It's on. Hold on. Let me pull it up. I have that.
there's only 2 places that I can put the batteries, because they're female connectors. But I don't know if it matters which one's on the top, which one's on the bottom. Or
no.
okay, so pretty much you could just connect it?
Yeah, it's literally just battery A, battery B.
Okay.
And then there's the out.
Okay, so the out would go to the controller. Now there's 2 places where I can connect the other end. Does that matter?
I don't remember there being anything that mattered about that. No, I don't. In theory, it shouldn't really make a difference. It should just be 2 ins and then 2 outs. And then I remember asking, why is there 2 outs? And he said, for people who doing dual motors.
Oh, okay. Now that makes sense. Okay.
In theory, it should make no difference.
Now give me a little insight, because I didn't watch the video. Obviously, I should have watched the video before I attempted this. But I have two batteries. They're both 52 volts, right? And I fully charged both of them last night. Didn't use them, so they should just be good to plug in and turn on and should work, right? In theory.
Are they the same amp hours?
Huh?
Are they the same size? Same
No,
capacity?
no. They're different amp hours.
Okay. I mean, it shouldn't make too big of a difference, but I mean, the battery blender is so fantastic. As comparison, on the Super 73 right now, I have both stock batteries hooked up to the controller with a Y splitter. So it's essentially what you're doing with the battery blender, but with none of the actual technology. So on that bike, if I turn one battery on and then turn the other battery on, and it's not at the same exact time, the whole controller shuts down. There's so many different things that I can mess up on that bike, as opposed to when I had the blender, you can turn the batteries on and off however much you want. You can, turn the battery off mid-ride. You can turn both of them on at the same time. Doesn't even matter. And it'll just constantly be pulling from the highest voltage battery source. So no matter what, it's always going to be pulling from whichever source is the highest voltage. The dangerous part about that is when you start having two different capacities. Like when I was riding, I had a 48 volt and a 52 volt.
Right.
With the battery blender, because the 48 volt battery could keep running at a much lower voltage, totally fine.
Right.
I ran the risk of over draining my 52 volt battery.
Oh.
But it was so easy, mid-ride, I could be like, okay, I see my voltage is getting low, click, turn it off, don't even have to think twice about it. I'm literally throttling it as I do it, and it just pulls from the next battery source seamlessly. There will be some kind of, hiccups in the voltage or in the power delivery when you start getting low, and it's cold outside sometimes, all that battery thermal stuff, whatever. You'll feel like a little hiccup as it's switching from one power source to the next.
Oh, really?
It's not like it's just one of those things that's, like, oh, that's cool, I know why it's happening. It's technology being good to my batteries. But it's not like you're going to be riding and you're going to lose power, and it's just a cool thing that to understand. You'll hear it when you're riding. You'll hear like the motor going like, so it's cool.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I thought you were joking around right now.
No, I'm serious. This whole stuff that the battery blender was being tested when Matt gave me one, and he kind of told me like, yeah, we've never had any problems with it yet, so see how it works. And sure enough, I put that thing through its paces. I did not treat it with any kind of respect, like I probably should have. Yeah. But yeah.
But that's a good test.
Yeah, I think it's a really great product because it takes out a lot of worry.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if when we were in DC, I accidentally turned both batteries on when they were at different voltages.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I had to pedal for all that, and that was because I didn't have a battery blender, and you can't...
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought you had the battery blender.
No, you can't have... Well, that's on the Super 73.
No. Wait a minute. No, you had the Bandit when you went to DC.
Oh, I didn't. No, I wish I did.
You didn't?
I didn't.
Oh, shit.
You remember the video you had?
You're right. Yes, you're right.
Yeah. But I had on the jacket, so that's good enough.
Yeah, you repped. All right, he's not getting back to you?
Let me check. I don't think so.
Okay, so he's probably busy. The last time I spoke to him...
He just texted me. Hold on. You just plug each battery into the device, then plug the controller into either output. Boom.
Either right. Okay, all right, beautiful. All right, so I'm going to do that now. I'm going to connect it, and I'm going to see if she turns on, because I'm at that point right now.
All right, if it explodes, I'll miss you.
It was nice knowing you.
Make sure you put the Onyx outside.
Okay. So you can come and pick it up. No problem. Yeah. You got it, buddy. All right, good looking out. Thanks for picking up so quickly. And no, this is not Fabio. It's Mr. E.
All right.
I'll talk to you later, brother. Peace.
See you later, Fabio.
Bye. All right, so there we have it. Let's get this sucker connected and turned on. What the fuck was that? Holy shit. Hope that was normal. Scared the shit out of me. All right, so if she turns on now, all right, that is normal, he says. If she turns on now, this is a huge success, and then we'll just button up everything with zip ties and try to make that a little bit neater and get it going. All right, moment of truth, here we go, power source. She lit up. She is on. Let's just see what the voltage is at. 58.7. We'll give it a little throttle. I'd say that was a success. Okay, so time to button this up, shall we? Yes, we shall. Let's get all of this stuff inside and call it a day. So let's see how we're gonna do this, shall we? Because space is limited. The power wire seems to be going on that side, so maybe we're gonna get all the power wires to go on that side. And the battery blender can fit in a little bit more snug. Maybe yes, I don't know. But we want it to be neat and we don't want it to rattle. I'd say that was a success. Now we have all these other components. Kind of looks like a little bit of a bird's nest, but there is a lot of room in here. Not ideal, but as long as nothing is being pinched and the cover can get back on, we should be good. Let's see. I'd say we're good to go. Let's get those Allens back in there and maybe take this bad boy off for a ride and compare a single battery to a double battery. Alright, so make sure that the cover is flush with the sides before you crank down on these bad boys. Let's say we do this side and then we'll go diagonally across and crank down the other one. Go across, crank down that one. Go across, crank down that one. And then the last one is this guy in the center. And we are good to go. Alright, all I have to do is get the horn mounted. All right, the horn is mounted. Now it's just time to secure the wires. It's not that big of a concern, to be honest with you. I just think maybe one here and I'm good to go. One maybe here. Everything else is pretty secure and it looks good. Let's just make sure the headlights are working. And they are turn signals. Yes. Right. Yeah, I'm good to go. All right, so there you have it. Successful installation, dual battery setup. Kind of changes the look of the bike a little bit. I think it's a little bit more aggressive, and I like that. So I guess the next thing that's left is to take this bad boy out for a ride and see how she handles. All right, so if you enjoyed this video, please don't hesitate. Smash that like button. Leave a comment. I get back to everybody. And if you want, please subscribe. So until the next video, peace out, everybody.